Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 83rd episode of the podcast, and this is Omobi, your host. Before we go into today's episode, I thought to point out that for some time now, I've been shuffling between Thursdays and Fridays and releasing episodes. Usually, the podcast episodes are released on Thursdays, but for some reason, I've been shuffling that between Thursday and Friday for some few weeks now. Apologies, I should have informed everyone before taking that step, but I will be getting back to Thursday's release now. But before I get back to that, so I'm going to take a break off next week and we'll return. The next episode will be released on the 19th of October. Okay, so for today's episode, I'm going to be sharing two updates on the AfCFTA. So let's look at what the updates are. So the first update is on the inaugural board meeting of the AfCFTA Adjustment Fund Corporation, which took place on the 29th of September. So for those that are not aware, I have an episode that I released information on the AfCFTA Adjustment Fund, but I will also speak a bit into it today. So the Afrexim Bank and the AfCFTA Secretariat, they were mandated by the AU Summit of Heads of States, that's the African Union Summit of Heads of States, to establish and operationalize the AfCFTA Adjustment Fund through a general partnership. So that has been done now by the setting up of the AfCFTA Adjustment Fund Corporation. So the inaugural board meeting held last week was on the 29th of September. And what's the purpose of the fund anyway? The fund is the adjustment fund is to support state parties and through financing, technical assistance, grants and compensation funding whilst they are transitioning to trade under the AfCFTA, and to also cushion any negative impact of losses in revenues that state parties may face or might face in transitioning to AfCFTA trade regime. The meeting was held in Kigali, and one of the areas of discussion was the appointment of the Fund for Export Development in Africa and the appointment of the fund manager. So that was one of the focus areas. So the fund manager was appointed. Okay, just to clarify that the Fund for Export Development in Africa is the fund manager that is going to manage the adjustment fund. So the adjustment fund comprises of three types of funds. We have the base fund, we have the general fund, and the credit funds. So the base fund is basically to utilize contributions from state parties to address tariff revenue losses that state parties may encounter. The general fund will be used to finance development of trade enabling infrastructure, whilst the credit fund will be used to provide funding support to public and private sector to take advantage of the opportunities of the AfCFTA. So I have an episode on this topic, that's the AfCFTA Adjustment Fund. So if you may want to listen to it so you can get more details on what the fund is about. So I'll move on to the next update for today. On the 4th of October, the AfCFTA Secretariat, in collaboration with the Africa Tourism Partners, convened the AfCFTA Forum on Tourism, Creatives and Cultural Studies for the people operating within the tourism industry, or creatives and cultural studies. This is for you. This forum was held on the sidelines of the 6th Africa Tourism Leadership Forum and Awards 2023. And the essence of the forum is basically to harness the potential of the sector for economic growth of the state parties or within the African continent. And the objective is to delve deep into the challenges and opportunities that can be used to unlock solutions and also ensure a sustainable future for trade in these industries. That's basically why the forum was convened. So if you operate within these industries, this you can do well to check that out if you are not aware of that. Okay, so this is where I'm stopping for today. And as usual, the podcast is for educational purposes. If you need expert advice or you want to speak more on this, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. My name is Omobola Adekola, or you can also seek a trade expert around you. And until the 19th of October, I say to you, bye-bye.